ACB Drive Away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB Drive Away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB Drive Away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
So what's your name?
Yeah.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB Drive Away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
T'es pas les autres?
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB Drive Away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB Drive Away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter
Got any
banking.
feedback? So can you hear me on the Zoom?
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB Drive Away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing
can you hear me,
and
Jan?
10 years to repay on a new or used car.
I can hear you.
Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you on the Zoom.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB Drive Away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing
Yeah,
and
I
10
can hear
years
you
to
on the
repay on a
Zoom.
new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Yeah.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB Drive Away with a loan that fits you.
So that
Get
may
up
be
to
a good
100%
option.
financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB Drive Away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
Yeah.
ACB
Yo,
Caribbean,
can you hear me?
simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB Drive Away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB.
Sorry.
Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new
Okay.
or used car.
Okay.
Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear
Okay.
with the Simply
Cool.
Smarter car loan.
Thanks. I'll
Call
do that here.
or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Percent financing, years to repay new or used. Plus, get a pre-approved card. So rev up and get a smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Yes.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Way with a loan
Yeah.
that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear.
Happy Saturday. Welcome to Sports in Mandela. As usual, we start with a quote. To let others, you must be willing to melt. You hear that? To like others, must be willing to melt. Morning, Taddy, what's up?
Hey, morning, Earl, morning to the listening and viewing audience. Sorry for the late start. I don't like to challenge here this technology thing, you know, we update this and update that. So it's trying to get it sorted out. Hopefully we get it done sooner rather than later. But Earl, man, I was telling you this week we had a 93rd birthday celebration for Sir Reginald, some old teacher at grammar school, and then another man who did the national flag and all that, you know. So, and then I saw a couple of days ago too, Gladstone Joseph, former partial player from Freetown and former general manager ACB, who supported partial cricket for over the years, man. So sad to see that. So condolences to his family. But we don't want to dwell too much on that. We just want to get to the show because we start late. And we have a man here who can't find a way in Antigua.
Wow.
In Antigua so long now. See, man, suddenly, you know what I mean?
You
Tell
don't
me,
like
you
that.
tell me I can't lie, but people can call and tell if you lie on that, you know. So, the famous Goldilocks who was on the freelance 50 years ago.
Yes,
So
1970.
he's celebrating, where the people tell you.
Okay.
So now, we are celebrating historical occasion, Earl. You know, I've been telling you about this for years. And matter of fact, I'm telling you, so Hugh wanted to do it about 2 years ago. But like Fiona reminded him this morning, she daddy to own picnic, told him afraid can't one mic. So, but you know what I mean, so Hugh, like I said to you, Earl, after Viv Richards and the Ramos Viv Richards played the West Indies, this was the biggest thing after 1976, after they came to prominence in 1974. This was the biggest thing happened to Antigua. That is freelance going to Bermuda, to New York to celebrate 200 years. And this year, today, Earl,
250 years.
250 today, exactly. Well, my partner Monk wanted to do this for next week. He's not here. I said, Earl, Monk, we can't put back this. But to celebrate it when it's the right time, you know what I mean? So, I don't want to do as much of that, but I had a good chat with Sir Hugh yesterday. We talked about that, you know. But get your special guest who was one time he heard the Earl say he wanted to come. I went to look for him Sunday to find him. So he wants to be here. So and just as he's coming to the studio, he has some big call from Fiona. So he must come out because having a celebration this afternoon in Falmouth for the old guys and crew. So we're going to see how we can do about it.
Well, I want to say good morning to Sir King going Locks. But no, you're not going Locks, no, because I miss Locks. Morning, sir, how are you?
Well, you said sir, but I hope after this interview, somebody will write a letter to the honors committee and have me get my rightful honor
Yes,
for
sir.
the role that I played and freelance. Very important role.
Sounds
Wait, hold on,
I
Earl.
like that.
Earl, we can get into that role he played something later. Because when I told the guys, about this, they say going like too light. But we can then give the card in if anything. But we have a special guest from Bermuda, it's a Bailey connection.
Yes.
You know, and why I got him to the Earl, he lived in Antigua for a while, he went to grammar school. And so he was telling about his uncle Daniel, who he lived with in town when he going to school. And he stayed with Daniel to see Bailey connection, jewelry. He went to grammar school, football grammar school. This one is in there. And he was chief pilot in Bermuda too.
Okay.
Yeah, just retired, the young boy. So Mario?
Yeah.
Mario,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Good morning, gentlemen. It's a pleasure and an honor to be on your show.
Nice, nice. So let me start with you first, Mario. I'll make you open the batting.
No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can take the number one position.
Yeah, you open the batting today.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So tell us what do you know about the freelance, the boat, and this?
Sure. So this is a very historic moment for freelance and Sir Hugh as they're celebrating their 50th anniversary. And I recall very strongly those days. I was a young boy, very interested in boats and stuff myself. But when the freelance made his way up to Bermuda for the celebration in New York City, they had some technical difficulties. But apart from that, this was a very inspirational time for me, and seeing that boat from Antigua come to Bermuda. And believe it or not, from Sir Hugh and that experience of the freelance coming to Bermuda inspired me to become a mariner.
Yeah.
So it's a very historic point in time. I did see Sir Hugh earlier this year, and his family, especially Fiona. I suggested to them that they definitely need to commemorate this occasion. So I'm glad that there's been some recognition for the 50th anniversary of the freelance on this historic trip across the Atlantic to New York via Bermuda. Now, as you know, it was not without its own difficulties, but the crew and the ship managed, and they made it to Bermuda safely after they had some technical difficulties out at sea. But I remember very vividly how the Bermuda public and our family here in Bermuda, the Bailey family, came to support the mission and help get freelance back on a seaworthy path so that they could continue on to our good friends in the United States to help them celebrate their 200th anniversary.
Yeah. Let me just make King Going Last jump in now. 'Cause I know you were part of that crew. So what it was like being a part of that crew?
Well,
50 years ago?
let me introduce myself
Yeah, go
thoroughly
ahead.
first. My
Yes.
name is Vernon Mackenzie Griffith. My mother
Okay.
is from Montserrat. She's She used to live in St. Kitts. My father is from Barbuda, and he went to live in St. Kitts. And I was born, and he migrated back to Barbuda, and I came little after he migrated back to Barbuda on my 10th birthday. And so I was living in I lived in Barbuda for over 50 years. Okay. So how this I come about being on freelance? I used to as a little boy, at the time I was about maybe 18, 19, and I remember our representative of Barbuda was Claude Earl Francis, and he was the representative for Barbuda in the parliament in Antigua. And I used to campaign for him. A long time I've been in this campaign mood. And he decided to reward me with a trip for freelance because they asked him that if they can get some Barbudans to join the crew. Then he chose 2 Barbudans, me and another guy called Constant Charles. And we journeyed to Antigua to meet with the rest crew and to get the proper training that we needed. When we came to Antigua, he put us up at a hotel, and we went to English Harbor the next day. Me and Constant Charles, when we reached to English Harbor, Falmouth Harbor, sorry, and we saw the boat, my friend said, no, me not go America on that boat there. They're too small. So he expected it was a big ship, you know. So he pulled back from the journey. And we needed a Barbudan. So Bernstell John, by the name of Rocky, he's deceased now, God bless his soul, he decided to join the crew. And so he came over, and we went to English Harbor every day. We learned how to do CPR. We learned how to tie rope, how to do the bowling and different stuff like that. And we were well prepared. Then on the day when we departed Antigua and the freelance, we had uniform. Our uniform was so smart that I think our uniform got second place out of all the ships that went to America. And on the day when we departed, it was a government official trip. We was going to America to advertise Antigua. We had a lot of Cavalier rum on board. But they were locked away. You couldn't get to them. You know, the captain alone have the key for that.
I was about to ask if you
so you can't get drunk.
Okay.
So that was a party when we reached to port, and so we had different parties, and so to give the patrons a taste of the Antigua rum, you know, encourage them to come to Antigua to taste that rum. So when it was a ceremony which included the Governor General, the Papa V.C. Bird, the Premier at that time, and the different forces came together, and a lot of people from Antigua, from Falmouth, and they came to give us a good send-off, and we had a good send-off. And we sailed from Antigua, and we went to St. Bart's was the first stop. And then when we went to St. Bart's, I didn't think the captain accomplished what he wanted. So we left and went to St. Martin, spent the day on St. Martin, went back to St. Bart's, and then when we left St. Bart's, we journeyed to America. We went, I think it's west or north of the lighthouse. There's a lighthouse west of Anguilla that give you signals and stuff like that. So we went past that, and we were headed for Bermuda. Now the captain told us it will take about 5 days to reach to Bermuda because we didn't use the petrol so much. There are days when it's good wind blowing, so we use the sail, save the petrol. So it was when we left going to Bermuda, we met some strong waters. some real rough water. Some of the crew couldn't stay up on board and vomit and stuff like that.
Stay up on board?
Yes, because I was a fisherman from before I left. My father was a fisherman, and he taught me to swim at the age about 6 or 7, and he used to take me out on his boat every weekend when holidays come. So I learned the art of fishing, diving, lobster, conchs, and stuff like that from my father. Learned the art of fishing. So when we journeyed to Bermuda, when we was about 24 hours away from Bermuda, I was in my bunk sleeping because, I doing most of the work because I am assigned to the chef. I can stay on board, don't care how rough it is, and I love me eating, so so me assigned to the chef. Me assigned to the chef. Dalbert we call him Dalbert. So I'll wash the dishes, help him with the meat and stuff like that because me get my belly full. And when you rough, them guys can't eat.
Right, okay.
The rest crew, they can't eat. The lockdown can't eat because they're not accustomed to, being on boat and the vomit and that, and. And when we were about 24 hours away from Bermuda, I was there sleeping. And then I feel somebody came and shake me. And then I woke up and said, he said, the boat is sinking, the captain needs you now. Right? So, why? Me have to bring in this part. I up in the bow, me have to pass the kitchen. When me look and see all them full in the kitchen, me say, what? Boat a sink? If I have a drift, boy, me sink with me go with my belly full. When me start with, he said, Captain, call it, come.
So start eat before
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So when what happened? The captain did a head count and found that one was missing, and that was me.
Okay.
And when I reach on deck, when I see everybody in the line and they have buckets bailing out water, I said, what's going on? Because the guy told me boat is sinking.
Right.
Then the space was so small, there was no space for me, and me the shortest, so they need to go quick. So me went back in the kitchen again now.
I'm gonna eat again?
I gotta eat again. Yes.
You mean you're gonna belly
Then
full?
after when the engineer went down in the engine room to see what, because the water flood out the boat engine and stopped the engine and them. So when he went down, he said, Captain, there's something wrong. The water can't keep down the water because bailing alone can't keep down the water. The captain said, well, we're going to have to abandon ship. That's what Hugh Bailey told us.
Right.
He said, get all the dry food, get all the water, everything. Get all the dry food, put over the dinghies, because we had about 3 dinghies. We had a whaler with an outboard motor on it, but it can't hold everybody because it was about 36 of us, about 30-something of us. So we had some smaller lifeboat, and we put them overboard, and then we start to tie on each boat. We have ropes, so we're not going to say, well, some going to drift go that way and some going to drift go that way. We'll all go together because we tie like a chain, like a link.
Yes.
And when all of us was in the boat with all the dry goods and all the food, Captain Hugh Bailey was the last person to stay on the boat. And he made sure that all of us was in the lifeboat. And then he climbed over. But when he was climbing over now to come in the dinghy, one of the guys on the boat spotted something. He said, Captain, look there. There's a hole in the boat. One of the propeller is not in. What happened? The boat had 2 propellers. One of the propeller break and fall out in the ocean. Okay. So the water was coming in through the hole, through the hole of the propeller.
Yes.
And that was the problem. So after spotting the problem, the bow already going down, you know.
Right.
And Hugh Bailey was like up in the air. He was the last one to come off the boat. If for one thing, I must give him his credit.
Yes.
He was the last one.
Well, that's the captain's duty. Captain always give the head count.
Yeah.
Make sure
And he
last
played
in
it.
the boat.
Yeah.
Played the
Yeah.
part.
Yes.
Then he says, come, let's go back on board. We can fix this. And when we went on board, there was a guy named, I think, Pelo.
Yeah,
Pelo.
Pelo.
Yes.
Yeah.
He
Pelo George.
the day when we left Antigua, there was a mallet on on the wharf in English Harbor, because the English Harbor leave from, right?
Yes.
There was a mallet shaped like this. Down here is round and here is flat. They use it to, you know, the wooden boats.
Yeah.
They like two boats together. They put what you call a wick between there, a piece of like string,
Yes.
and they use something like a chisel, something flat, and they use the mallet to put in the ceiling. And when we were about to left, he took the mallet and just threw it on the board. Yes,
Yeah.
and I saw when he did it, and I kick it in the corner of the boat right there.
Yes.
And when we were thinking, that was
The same one,
that
the
same
same
mallet
place.
was what did the damage.
Yes.
And he said, look, try this, the captain.
Yeah.
The captain asked me to go overboard. What happened, right? In St. Martin, when we were in St. Martin, the water was nice, and you know, the guys said, let's have a swim and
Yeah.
scam in the harbor in
Yes,
St.
yes.
Martin. It's about 12 feet, 12, 13 feet. And a spatula fell overboard after washing up.
Yeah.
And none of the guys could go for it, and they have a fin and stuff like that. I mean, just jump over, right? With my mask, me knew you have to use the mask, and I went down and got the spatula. When I come up, all them guys praised me, but they don't know that I was fisherman, I'm a diver.
Yeah, yeah.
So when the boat was sinking, the captain called on me and said, he called me fat boy. He said, fat boy, I want you to go over and stop the leak. Here's the
mallet.
plug, the mallet,
Yeah.
and a hammer.
Yeah.
So I went cold now. I said, Captain, me want to go overboard in the water. Then no, you see how the water look like a shark infested water thing,
Okay.
right? Mr. Captain, me want to go over. Two of the guys volunteered to go overboard, and they even jumped in the water before me. I'm telling it like it.
Yes.
It was Mike Pickett, and I think it was Plunky, one of them guys from English Harbor went overboard. Palo. Then I jump overboard now. They have on their fin, you know. I jump overboard without no fin. Just my glass alone, was the mask alone. And I went and I took the mallet from Mike Pickett, and I took the hammer from him because he went overboard with them.
Right.
Now I thought it was I was just gonna go down and plug the hole. But when I went down, I had to go down and then go under. You understand? It's a good thing I can keep my breath for well over a minute.
I just supposed to ask that a while ago.
I did that job in about a minute and a half.
Nice.
Right? So I had to go down. I thought it was like there, but I had to go under now. And listen me, I put the mallet with this hand in and my right hand, and I hit this mallet out of the water, you know. 1, 2, 3. Then when I was going to come back up now, I said, can't come back straight up. So I had to back out with my hand above my head, backing out from under the hand above my head. So I know when I clear the boat, because if my hand touch the boat, I know I'm still under there.
Correct.
And I can bust my head, I can jaw,
yes.
anything can happen.
Yes.
So I had my hand until I see that I was clear, and when I came back up, Hugh Bailey was right there. Captain Hugh Bailey. He said, fat boy, sorry, it's done? I said, yes, sir, finished, the job done. But the other two guys don't reach in the boat before me come back, out, you know, before them other two don't reach in the boat, because
Shark. Okay.
where you think about, water, shark and so far, 24 hours away from Bermuda.
But you see that happened to you in terms of, sorry not to cut you guys, but all the food you're eating and stuff before you end up to that incident is what make you also have that energy and strength.
Well, they say no good for eat your belly full when you're going to see water, but I mean,
But
you're
you
from
get
the accustomed to it.
and just on the water, pong that stuff on the water and stuff.
Yes.
Take some skill and
Right,
strength.
and breath. You have to have the breath.
Right.
Because I thought you were just going down, and I didn't know they had to go under about maybe, say, another 5 feet.
Right.
Or 4.5, 5 feet under now to do the job, because that's how the boat shape. The stern go down, and then underneath that's where the two propeller.
Yeah. But what I like what I said too is when you put your hand up, which is really nice that you actually know you have.
I put my hand above my head.
See what? So that's.
So if my hand touch
Yeah.
the eye and the boat, I know I'm not covered. I'm still under there. Okay?
So use experience there
Yes.
and stuff. Tell you what.
So,
I want to jump in, man. Can I hear some story that sound, I can't Dr. Cart, very economical with the truth. I heard from Pelo and Monk, and the Pelo the one who went down first, followed by Mike Pickett, and then he showed up after the whole land, man.
that's true.
Whole land. Can they tell me they say you're afraid? They tell me you're too afraid to go out. So we hear.
When you say you want to go,
No,
he
listen.
say,
No, suppose I alone tempt to do that on Shark Eat, you know. The boat sink, the
When
boat
they
will
say-
sink and nobody's going to go
You didn't say
overboard.
tell the captain you want to go, the captain.
Yes, I told the captain me want to go
So-
over there.
so-
No,
but-
suppose when we jump in the water and Shark Eat me. Don't, that the boat will sink, can nobody else would
The
want
boat
to
the
go
sink,
over.
how the boat is sink, the Pelo go down first. Then
Pale
Mike-
go down.
Are you
Pale in- not go down,
are you last come out of the boat, you
Not
know?
go down in the water, I'm saying, not go down. None of them went down beside me alone. And I know Mike Pickett. Somebody tell me Mike Pickett taking my praise. But he was overboard, take my praise. And listen, Mike Pickett died, right? And about 9 months to a year, I called Mike Pickett because somebody gave me number. He was sick, right? I said, when he answered, I said, Mike, you know who is speaking? He said, no. He said, this is the guy who went overboard and saved the freelancer, saved your life. I said, you know, Mike, tell me? And he died in bed. No, I did. No, it's true, Mike. Honest to God. And I wouldn't come here and lie. They went in the water before me, but none of them went down under.
Unplug the hole.
Unplug the hole. I had the one.
Look.
And none of them would have had the breath to do it. Because me accustomed to in a barbecue, right?
Yes.
You try to catch a lobster, it goes up under the reef. You have to kind of tickle it to come back and stay, because if you come out and see you gonna tap, you're gonna and gone. So you have to have breath. And especially when you're diving kongs, you pick up one here, you go over the pick up another one. You're not gonna come up, pick up one. And when you blow something, you blow with 4 or 5 kongs and so. I know what I'm saying.
No, when I say no makes sense, add back to what you're saying now, because what the same thing with the experience with freelance, because of your lobster skills and your conch skills, to go on the water and hold it.
And what they saw me did in St. Martin, none of them could have, but about 6 of them overboard and they can't get a spatula.
At the party went for in St. Martin? Watch a bowl in St. Martin.
A spatula.
Oh,
Spatula that you take and turn egg.
When I'm saying food, you take the food, so that's why you go for it. Well, let's get it out.
No, before the gentleman says something,
Yes.
I wonder if he's the little boy that when we went to Berlin, went to St. George's, Hamilton, went to the other town, and we went by the Bailey's home and had a party there. And somebody owned the guitar, and I was playing the guitar because I could have played the guitar at that time. I wonder if he's the little boy that I saw at the Bailey's home, because I think we went to Hamilton, but they live in St. George's, and it's the same time they were doing the movie, The Deep, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he can tell us. Go ahead. It was you the one he saw?
So the funny thing, Taddy, you have to make sure that the next time that I come to Antigua, the next time I come back to my second home, that I meet Goldilocks, because his powerful. His account of the story is phenomenal, and it ties into what I understood with respect to the vessel being freelance, that is, about 50 miles away from Bermuda, the boat taking on water through the propeller shaft, and everyone abandoned ship, including the narrative that he spoke about, Sir Hugh. So all things being equal, there seemed to be an airplane that dropped off when they got back on the boat.
I don't get
that
to
ran
that
out
as
and
yet.
dropped off pumps. So they dropped off dewatering
What
pumps.
happened, right?
When you finish.
Hold
When-
on, let the man
When
talk.
you finish, then you
Too
tell
much
it.
me. He wants to say something.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
But he was there. But to my knowledge, because I was a 15-year-old boy, I never played a guitar, so it wasn't me. But you would have definitely had to have met with my family here in Bermuda, because there's a strong Bailey family here in Bermuda. And my grandfather would say is also Hugh Bailey. So there's a Hugh Bailey Sr. in Antigua, Sir Hugh. But my grandfather, who came from Falmouth, is also Hugh Bailey. Yeah, so that name repeated itself in a few different ways in Bermuda. But the story that Goldilocks described, gents, is pretty much what I understood as a 15-year-old boy. And this freelance, as a result of, made his way to Bermuda and tied up in St. George's Harbor, where they were open to get all kinds of help from the locals and, of course, family members.
I know that they mentioned St. George's. I'm here smiling 'cause I remember when I was there in '87, you wanted to take me to St. George's to bring you on a cruise ship into Hamilton. So
Okay.
I remember that. But anyway, I wanted to say something like you mentioned about the pump, dropping off a pump. And Monk told
Yes.
me, Monk and Palo and Quark told me Monk was the one who swim and one by the pump to the boat. So
Okay.
I'm saying to you, Earl, I'm inviting you this afternoon at Falmouth where we see White Spoon and Manso. Because they're having a get together this afternoon.
When time you get in?
They're having a get together this afternoon. And those guys were there with goalie. And the goalie telling like,
Yeah.
we don't know.
Teddy, I wouldn't come here and tell lies.
Wait,
Listen,
one second.
listen.
Wow, no, you said the clip to everybody that can watch right now. All the boys they watch it.
Well, let's send some stuff. The Monk not getting it
Monk
right.
get it. Oh, so
And
Monk
I
can
said to
say.
Quark.
Except when they call it.
Tell them,
except-
Carl,
said
tell
the
them
Quark
a lie.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
listen me
yeah,
now.
yeah.
What happened, right? When we went back on the boat now, right? Even before we was calling and the radio man was sending out SOS. Right?
Yes.
That was sinking, and there was a ship who picked us up. It was not going to Bermuda, but it was passing close to Bermuda and pick us up on the radar, right? And they managed to get in touch with the Coast Guard, and the Coast Guard sent a plane, and they were there communicating.
Yeah.
Right.
Sent a plane. This it's getting in the evening now. Sent a plane, and the plane dropped off the pump in a parachute. And then we had the whaler, the Boston whaler with the engine on it. So nobody swim and went for the tent. The Boston whaler with the engine went because they had a flashing light.
Right, so you can
So
see.
you could have seen.
Yes.
So nobody had to go in the water to fetch the pump.
Right.
Now and they sent gas too. They sent extra gas.
Yes.
So when they brought back the pump, now we started to pump out the boat, and then now
Understood.
the Coast Guard from Bermuda came and towed us to Bermuda.
Right.
Where when we reached Bermuda, is then we get in touch with this guy family, and it took us 9 days to bring back the freelance together. We got some help from some people too. We had to take out all the clothes, all the rugs, everything. We had to strip the freelance naked, bring out everything on the wharf to dry, and it took us 9 days.
Yeah.
And after
I remember.
after we set sail now, when we were in Bermuda, the captain called on me again.
Yes.
He said, "Fat boy, I want you to go overboard and
Check the plug.
and they made a false thing like a rubber ceiling
Yes.
from inside the boat now, but the
plug.
the bolts like that right outside. So I had to go now and put on the 3 nuts and the 3 bolt with a wrench and turn this one here, turn the one, go up, catch my breath.
Go back down again.
Here, go back down again, go under. Turn until when I get it, all of them tight. No, nobody else could have done that. No Palo, no Plunking, none of them. Why did you barely call on me again in Bermuda Harbor? And Bermuda Harbor look wicked more the outside no, because the water look dark in the harbor. And I went back overboard in the harbor and put on the 3 bolts to keep the rubber, thick rubber like that, to keep it firm, because the bolts were inside the thing, and the bolts came outside like that. So I had to put on the screws, the 3 screws, with just a wrench. It took me a good while to do it, because I had to go back down, go under, tighten this one here, tighten this one here, come back up, catch my breath. And I did not have no time. If I had a scuba tank, I could have done that in maybe 5 minutes.
Earl,
Yeah? And me come here to tell the truth. Me not come here to Them guys just take the octagon and shoot in the sun and the officers and them. And one of them died, a dark fellow from English Harbour.
Jackson, Ivor.
Jackson.
Ivor.
So this one man, you know, because I always, you know, with them car, I want to see what's going on.
Check that out.
So this one man, you know, they kind of had the face funny, like something gone wrong. What you think happened? Sail sail too close to the Bermuda Triangle. Wow. And when we started to go into the Bermuda Triangle, let me tell you something. Not even Hugh Bailey, the captain, could have show his face out the room.
Why?
Listen, me, when you're going down off the wave, like the boat is going down like that, when it's coming up on the wave, like it's going like you want to turn over in the Bermuda Triangle.
I heard that.
Listen, me, let me tell you.
If
I know that was going to happen, I would have never gone on that trip. You hear me tell you? It was only three somebody could have stayed on board. It was Eddie Mell. Eddie Mell, they used to, he died now. Eddie Mellison. He used to have Eddie Mellison.
Right.
Myself and Burns tell John only the three persons should, everybody else down by the foot of where the step going down there. Nobody could have come on board, not even Hugh Bailey, the captain. So you say I'm not lying. You hear me tell you? Only three persons could have stayed on board in the Bermuda Triangle. Now, if what happened outside Bermuda did happen in the Triangle, all of us would have gone. If that didn't happen, during in the Triangle, one of the propeller missing, the boat would have sunk. We wouldn't meet to America. But when we came out of the Triangle again, it was just smooth like a swimming pool.
So how long you stay in the Triangle? About how much minutes you think?
Couple hours, man. Yeah, man. Couple hours.
Yeah.
Eddie Mellison steered that boat through the... Look, he deserves a medal. Why? Now, even he's dead.
Okay.
Steered that boat through... Eddie Mellison, I think he died.
Okay.
Hear me tell you, when you're coming down off the sea, you're coming down like the boat gonna dive. And when we come going up on the wave, it's like the boat want to turn over.
Wow.
So was anything did wrong with the steering or the steering cable burst or the propeller did come out during that time? Nobody could go overboard, could do nothing.
Hey, Mario.
Yeah.
Tell us about he has done a lot of sailing through this triangle. How difficult is that, Mario?
So two things, just before we get to the triangle, because I believe Goldilocks is very creative, is very colorful, and I must meet him in person. So please make sure that I meet this gentleman the next time that I come to Antigua.
I promise you, Mario. I promise you when you come.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Mario, he lives not too far from BJ's jewelry store.
Okay, I will look for him. But let's do this here, gents. I have a list because we're celebrating this as well. I am for sure. I'm celebrating this historic trip 50 years ago with Freelance. I did a trip to Boston on the school ship from Bermuda, and I told my family that I'm dedicating this to Sir Hugh, which was just 3 weeks ago. And then my homestead, my mom's homestead, is called Freelance, and I will make a new sign and dedicate it once again because this is historic to me. But I have a list of the gentlemen, they were all males that were on the ship, and I'd just like to read them out briefly.
Sure.
So to start with Sir Hugh Bailey, skipper, Ivor Jackson, first mate, John Henry, officer, Mike Piggott, training officer, engineering and communications, Joseph Punky Bailey. Engineering in 2 seconds, I just slipped out. Engineering was Joseph Punky Bailey. Ed Emmanuel, assistant engineer. Gerald Price, radio operator and medic.
Gerald Price was on there?
Yeah,
he was Jerry Price. I remember some of these guys. I was a young boy, but I remember them, and I saw some of them later in life. Phil Moore, Bubbles Greenway, head chef. The crew was Donald Quaco Bailey, George Palo Bailey, Vernon Goldilocks
Glass from Barbuda.
Yes.
That's my boy. He has a few different names, right? But it's listed as Vernon Goldilocks, Glass, Barbuda. It's a Bonzal Rocky John. That might be the other
he
Bermuda
died.
Barbuda.
Yeah.
Okay, so just help me with his name. Is it Bonzal?
Yes.
Bonzal?
Yeah, he died.
Rocky? Okay, John. The last couple of members that are listed are Danny Williams, Peter Pastana, Ian Henry,
Ian Henry, trying to find him.
Who that?
Wollston Carr,
G's nephew.
Okay.
Eddie Monk Jackson,
Jackson Monk.
and Edward Madison. Eddie Madison joined in Bermuda to continue on. Now, there seems to be 3 other persons that are not listed, that the names are unknown, regrettably, from the list that I have. But that's how interested I am and how the story of what I call the school ship, the sail training ship freelance impacted my life. It impacted my life in a big way. I'm not really a sailboat man, but I've actually sailed to Antigua on 6 different occasions. I love the country so much, it takes me 6 days to get there. But I've been on deliveries, and I've sailed down to English Harbor and Falmouth Harbor from Bermuda on 6 different occasions. But in my career, I ended up being a harbor pilot. And I'm thinking that my inspiration, when I look back, it had others that influenced me in life, but Sir Hugh and the story of the freelance resonates in my mind all the time. And I believe that was a good starting point for me. Toddy indicated that I came to Antigua, so guess what? In 1976, 50 years ago in September, is when I came to Antigua to go to the grammar school. So this is a very interesting time for me, you know, in that regard of this history. And I did say it earlier, I'm just glad that the people of Antigua and Barbuda are celebrating this auspicious occasion.
Yes. And in terms of you, though, as you just said a while ago, for you, this was a really momentous occasion for you and stuff like that. So, just piggyback again, back then, how you felt knowing that you are a part of the Bailey family and stuff. How that feel across the family blood?
Sure. So I was a 15-year-old boy. I remember very vividly, and I lived in Somerset, where my family is. We have a ton of Baileys in Antigua, but there's a ton of Bailey directly in Bermuda, and we're very close as a family, as you would imagine. And for me, the whole story is just surreal, you know, to understand that my cousin was the captain of a school ship that sailed across the Atlantic to celebrate the occasion. It was just phenomenal to me back then. And let me also say that there have been many other sailors. You know, we can't be remiss. We must remember all the other sailors, the young and the experienced and those that are more senior that have done this kind of trip along the way. But it's a big part of the history of Bermuda and Antigua. It's a sailing history.
Right. And for you go relax, knowing that the crew that was there, all those names and stuff, I'm sure when he called the names a while ago.
I'm very familiar with them.
Actually, bring back memories to you
Yeah.
and what it's like. So what was the camaraderie like on the ship? And
there's a guy named Everton, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Two of us don't like each other, and one time we had a little fight on board.
Okay.
Not knowing that where we were rumbling, that's exactly where the captain quarters is. So Hugh Bailey was in his quarters. And he had this stamping, this rumbling. He came upstairs, rushed upstairs and said, he said, "Look, you know I can put a rope up there and hang both of you." Me no. Mutiny. That's what you call, right? Yeah. If you endanger his ship or endanger the crew, the captain have a right to put a rope up there and hang you. Right. And I didn't know. So let me go back and tell you now. After we come to the Triangle, we went to Newport, Rhode Island. And we went into a marina. Now, when we reached, we were in water, and in the morning when I got up, we had to use a ladder to go downstairs. There was no water. I noticed a scuba diver came and did what he had to do, and it's just like a driving and no crane or not lift up nothing. So sophisticated, and you're on dry land, and they put back in a new propeller
Seal.
and whatnot. But what happened now? We were expecting a stipend because the captain told us when we reach to America, we're gonna get a stipend because people want to buy some little clothes, the clothes, but bring back some for your family.
Yes.
And there was nothing forthcoming, and the crew started to grumble, and Hugh come and tell us, the captain Hugh Bailey come and tell us, guys, you're gonna have to shave your beard to go on the parade, and them guys are beard said, no, we not shave no beard unless we not get stipend, we not shave no beard, and so nobody shaved their beard. So when we went up to the Hudson River, now in the tall ships parade, that was a sight to see. Going up the Hudson River, all those ships from all over the world, and Antigua was the only ship from the Caribbean that entered into that paid the respect. The only ship from the whole of the Caribbean, Antigua, was the only ship.
Important point.
Then you had ships from all over the world.
Say that again, so people can hear.
Antigua was the only ship from the Caribbean. Antigua Barbuda was the only ship, right?
Yeah.
Freelance that took part in the 1976 200 years of independence in America. So when the parade was finished, now Hugh Vex now, Captain Hugh Bailey Vex. He said, after the parade, I'm gonna go back out and anchor in the Hudson River, and nobody getting any shore leave.
Yeah. Hey, let's make no mistake. Captain Hugh was a very serious man. He took his duties as a captain very, very seriously. He still knows up until today. Go ahead, Brody.
So me say me man reached to New York because it was Pier 76. It was close to 42nd Street, right?
Yeah, good memory.
In Manhattan, Pier 76. That's where we were docked up.
Good memory,
Docked up, and So when we were there, a gentleman come, well-dressed suit down, and he read the paper. He said, this boat is now in the hands of some foreign people, the ship that saved us, that took the message and that thing. They come and claim the freelance now. Say that we owe them 20,000 American dollars. A marshal came and declared the boat not belonging to the government. Yeah. Lester Bird and Hugh Marshall and them did have to come up there and pay the foreign company $20,000.
So that's what we're rescuing the boat?
Yes.
Okay.
And then what happened now? After we said, what? We don't call one my brother, because I had 4 brothers and a sister live in America.
Wait.
So I said, well, we not get no shore leave. Me call one my brother, I said, come for me.
You were about that shit.
Wait, no, we can get the whole story, man. Because we can't left out that.
Okay, yeah.
When me look my brother come, somebody say, somebody up there. When me look my brother, me say, shh. Let's go. And me close on me, me him left, right? And he took me home. Me say, hey, me not go back to the ship now. Me want me reach America, me want enjoy America, me want go home. Because the captain going back out and anchor, right? And every day I send my brother down to the ship. They don't know he's my brother, but I send him because...
Wait. He's very fat like you?
No. me send him down for make sure the ship they find out what time they left because I didn't want to stay in New York City, in America. My brother wanted me to stay. He already tried get a job for me at a girlfriend at the shoe store, and she was willing to give me a job. Me say, hey, no, me go back to Antigua Barbuda. And then he found out what time and the day before they was going to left New York City, I showed up. Look, Hugh Bailey, Holly Hart. He said, oh, thank you. Oh, fat boy, I was worried. I thought you abandoned ship. Me say, yes, sir. Me abandoned ship for for 3 days because me want to show America like you say we're not getting no show leave, we're going back out and leaving and I can come all the way to New York and don't see what New York is like.
Right.
He said, you know some of the guys gone back home, including the other guy from Barbuda. Right? Some of the guys, about 4 or 5 of them, was on a trip and about 3 more volunteered to go the same day. So he said, what you want to do? You want to go with them or you want to come back on the boat? I said, no, me want to go back on the plane. And so the organizer, and we go to John F. Kennedy Airport and fly back to Antigua. But a couple of the crew stayed, like them guys from English Harbor and so stayed and sailed back the boat to Antigua. But me and others did not sail back the boat to Antigua. I think one of the guys did jump ship and stay in America until he's naturalized now. One of the guys eventually did jump ship.
You're afraid the Bermuda Triangle. That's why you go on the plane, man. Tell the truth. You're afraid the boat, man.
But we don't experience it. If I knew that was going to happen in the Bermuda Triangle, I would never gone on the trip in the first place.
So that's why you took the plane right next time around.
Yeah. So the guys were vexed that I get no stipend, and then because we come back on the plane now and Mike Pickett and them sail back. People go down there. Want to see the guy who saved the ship and Mike Pickett put up. Yeah.
No, see why I get the credit. No, see why I get the credit. Okay.
Yeah, because
I'll find out that later.
Yeah, Mike Pickett. He went overboard, but he did not save the ship.
That later.
But tell me something.
I hope they talk the truth. God knows. God knows the truth. He knows the truth.
We're gonna find out later.
He knows the truth. And I would never confess to anyone to this because I know it's the truth. If I was to be a Christian today, tomorrow, and change my life, turn my life over to God, I would still have this story to tell because I'm telling the truth and nothing but the truth.
Right. But tell me something. Because Zaza just saying that the first time I hear about the freelance, like myself, the first time I hear about freelance, I'm here soaking all the history. That is really historic moment. Especially when I say that
for sure.
This is only boat for Antigua. When I see Antigua, the whole Caribbean, and I see Antigua stand out there, definitely you guys deserve a award. No, hear what you say.
But look, when you reach
a
Newport Red Line, we had a party. Different people come and we had cavalry room, and there was this police guy that sent to make the peace. He from time me serve, he not got the bar now. Me come to Fugaf, he rub and coke. A police guy have any police use van, kind of elderly police. But I mean, just go and put it. He tell me what to put the drink, he just put on the one go back the glass empty, I have to put them back there. And you know what that guy did? Went in the host and take out a bullet and give me and tell me keep him more RIP Rhode Island police. But I didn't keep it. So when he hold me and me go that. When we went in the hot river, me throw it overboard.
But so how long will it take from Bermuda to reach to Hudson River?
To reach to the Hudson River?
Hold on.
It wasn't long. Because Bermuda is very close to America.
Okay.
I think it was a day or so.
Okay.
We went.
Most likely like a 4 or 5 day trip.
5 day trip. Okay.
Yeah.
5
day trip.
Yeah,
about that. And on that ship we see a lot of boats pass by and we had a little party and singing and clapping and you know.
So
the ship made the Calypsonian.
76. 70, that happened before I started singing Calypso.
That's what I'm saying, so baby.
So after the trip, that's why I told Calypso, get the Calypso.
Not that really that right. A long time he famous now. Me not look famous. Long time he famous.
Hold on. Were you famous before the trip? Were you famous
yes.
before? Okay, the fame, yeah.
Well, because being one of the shortest graduation man in the Barbie, then anybody come there for no because the outstanding can be shot.
And then time that you saw Halax, you Halax that time then?
In 76? No, it's after that. Okay. And the gentleman there, I met I think it's 2 ladies, 2 of your family from Bermuda. About 2 years ago, I met some people from Bermuda that are Baileys down at the port. Yeah, I think it was on a cruise ship. I don't remember if there was on a cruise ship or what, but I met two ladies that are Baileys from the same family that we went in 76 and had a party there. But after speaking to them, they come from the same family that we went and had the party.
So
There's two answers, yes.
yeah. So Mr. Bailey, in terms of what you can recall.
Bailey Thompson.
Thompson, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, which is
what
fine.
you can recall from the trip from Bermuda to America. How was that?
So that was a recent trip. It was a very similar. The school ship, Spirit of Bermuda, is a sail training ship that is almost the exact same model as Freelance, and that's significant for me because just as Goldie indicated, I don't think anywhere else in the Caribbean has a sail training ship such as up until today. We just got our sail training ship about 20 years ago, and I was on the delivery to Newport to get the ship ready for the Newport to Bermuda race. And so it was significant to me. And like I said, I dedicated that trip to Sir Hugh. I put it in the group chat. I told my family that this is what I'm doing. And I'm doing this in honor of this 50th anniversary for the Freelance making that pilgrimage from Antigua to United States.
Mario, haven't heard him mention from Newport to Bermuda. When it's in Bermuda, you wanted me to follow you to go to Boston to bring a boat to Bermuda. And they told you no way.
Yeah. So as Taddy has indicated, I've been a sailor since 1979.
Yeah.
Have I been in the maritime field? And I take great pride in what I gained as inspiration from being down at the catamaran dock in Antigua, like where Family Hotel is, and being out on that dock and just visualizing what my future would be. And believe me when I tell you, I actually started my career as a result of the inspiration that I got as a young boy from Antigua and Uncle Hugh.
Okay. In terms of the Bermuda Triangle, though, have you ever experienced what Goldilocks experienced back in 1976?
So he's powerful. Let's put it that way. Goldilocks is powerful, and I need to meet him when I get there. But the story of Bermuda Triangle is still a mystery to most, and you can experience various magnetic anomalies, and there's been some disappearances. But in modern day, there has not been any conclusion as to what happened in the Bermuda Triangle or why it happens. There was events that was recorded in this area, but none of it has been relevant in recent times. I think that if you go back 65 years or so, was the last recorded history of something happening in the Bermuda Triangle that they could say that was the triangle.
Oh, okay. So you're saying now of late there's no fear no more in those sailors that are going close to the Bermuda Triangle and stuff like that?
No. So, but Goldilocks indicated that there are heavy seas around Bermuda, and that is a fact. We're 700 miles from the East Coast on an average, and 900 miles from Antigua, and we're all here in the Atlantic by ourselves as a small island, and you could have heavy seas build up in the Atlantic. We're in the North Atlantic, so we have definitely 4 seasons in Bermuda: winter, spring, summer, and fall, and it can get kind of rough around Bermuda.
Okay. All right. And for you, Goldie, back to you, Goldie, in terms of this. I just said this is real powerful. I'm just soaking up information, hearing from you and stuff like that. Although they're kind of powerful, but hey, I guess it make it better. When you reach down Bermuda, getting ready to go off to New York, does Hugh Bailey motivate the crew members and stuff? How you keep y'all involved?
Well, we still get a good treatment, get our food, get everything we want and so. But we have to put in a couple hours. We have to put in some hours inside the getting the ship prepared.
Ready?
So we have to, and then in the evening now you can, get a bath and go on lime. I remember when in Bermuda, right? At that time, when you get up in the morning, the whole the wharf is concrete, and they have a lot of nippies, a lot of bikes, and at that time I think you had to be 14 or 15 to ride them. I rented one, right? and went through the town in Bermuda. I don't see the roads on them are very small, and there's this boat, there's this ship in the middle of town. Is it still in a square? It has some history behind it.
Yeah.
And
Yes, correct.
and then one time I went down to St. George's, right? I went into a supermarket. So when I reached close to the supermarket door opened like that. And I fell because I didn't know it was automatic door. It's the first time I'm seeing an automatic door when they have them now in Antigua. When you step certain way, the door open, right?
Yeah,
The lady said, "Where you from?" I said, I'm from Antigua. She said, "Oh, that's why." Because I didn't expect that the door was gonna open. I was gonna go out to lead to open the door, and the door opened by itself. And that was an experience for me. First time I experienced that.
Yeah. Understood. So I
Yeah,
can say that Goldilocks made mention of the uniforms. So I remember the uniforms and the stuff that was on freelance, from T-shirts to the official uniforms of the officers. All of that stuff being on the docks and on the mast, drying out.
Yep.
But the ship, the officers and the crew looked very, very smart. I recall that picture. Maybe I've seen pictures of it since as well. But I remember this smart-looking uniform that Sir Hugh had on, and the rest of the crew. It's just etched in my mind. And they had these broad style hats. What would they be? They would be straw hats as well, to complement the uniform, and they look really, really sharp. Really sharp.
The white pants had a red stripe. Like you see, police have a white stripe in our police have a white stripe. It was white and a red stripe at the side.
So that's why I wear white pants today.
That's exactly why I put it on. I don't know if I have a white when I go to English Harbor. I might go back out there like a dress. Maybe it's not appropriate.
So you guys looking real sharp then?
Yeah, we were looking real sharp. Real sharp.
Yeah.
Real sharp.
Right.
We got second place for the uniform.
Yeah. That's
Second
correct.
place.
I recall that, Anna. Yeah. I recall that, Anna.
But don't.
And also, this may be a good opportunity to just really acknowledge Sir Hugh for his wife, his first wife and his second wife, and also for his 4 children that are in Antigua. That is Hugh Bailey Jr., there's Troy Bailey, there's Josh Bailey, acknowledge, and his wonderful daughter Fiona Bailey. So we must also look at his legacy, as well. And for Hugh Jr., who's an avid boatsman, he got a lot from his dad.
Well, Fiona got something too that she told me this morning, because she didn't want to come on the show, because she say she's a real Bailey. She's shy. That's how she done it.
But she could call in. Yeah.
Phone occupied.
Oh, okay, because she could call in.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, she is not doing. No. Oh. Yeah.
But while we're at this point, I really have to reiterate that I'm just so glad and happy that this is being celebrated as the 50th anniversary. There's some people that we could have a moment of silence for that are no longer with us, that was on that particular trip. But there's those that are still living, that really, I salute them. And I've met guys like Monk. I met Monk, believe it or not. I met Monk when he came to Bermuda on the freelance. And then, of course, up until May, I saw him again, and we always have a little chit-chat, about back in the day. But there's guys that were not family that I recall, but Monk stands out in my mind for meeting him as a young boy and on the freelance, and then meeting him again time after time in Antigua.
Yeah, Monk was still been on the show today, but he traveled last week to America, and he should be back for next week. But I wanted to do the show today. I wanted to do the show today, not next week. Today is the day. Today is the celebration.
It's the day, yes.
So
understood.
But
goalie
for you in terms, because you was on a ship with skipper Sir Hugh Bailey. What was Hugh like as a skipper?
very disciplined. He allow you to, you know, have your fun, but he very disciplined. If you try to get out of hand, he pull you up straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's still
that
the
kind
same
of-
way.
He's a skylark, especially
Yeah.
when you're out to sea.
Yeah.
He want
Yeah.
his sailors to be safe and everything goes well. And he
Yeah.
really played a captain's knock.
Captain's
Yeah,
not-
Yes.
yeah.
He really played
Yeah,
a captain.
brilliant.
I can praise him for that.
Right, right.
He's
Yeah.
very soft spoken. He's not a person who will very soft
Yeah,
spoken.
yeah.
But when he talk, he
Yeah.
need you to obey his orders. While you're
Yes.
on the ship. You're under his
Yeah,
care.
yeah.
And he is responsible for taking you to point A to point B, safe and bring
Yeah.
you back safe, and he shows that in his
Yeah.
captaincy.
Right. And in terms
Yeah.
of when the ship experience difficulty and stuff, he stay calm, he get
Yes,
the PR,
yes,
guys.
yes, everything, yeah.
Well, that's important.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So,
But I always learned as a young boy that if you want to be heard, then you should speak easy.
true.
And when I reflect on Sir Hugh, because I did go and have a chat with him in May, down at his favorite watering hole, which shall remain nameless for now. We spoke about this trip and what it meant, you know. And he's still a quiet gentleman, but a very powerful man, indeed.
Nice. You were saying something?
yeah, you know, like I said earlier, the great goalie. Well, Earl, I know when I mentioned my size, I said, where the locks? That's the first thing he said to him Sunday when I found him. Where you now in the damn locks? Where your locks? But apart from that, you know, I remember Pedro was telling me in Quark, and then so Hugh told me yesterday, when that head count, one missing. When they found the one missing, he never have all the man in food. Food even don't cook yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But he said something there which Fiona mentioned. They didn't actually pay no fine to nobody to pay no money for the boat.
Oh,
They waived it.
The way they find.
Yeah, so that no
Okay.
fine was paid.
Right, yeah.
And even in Bermuda, and the people were so happy when they heard of this trip. They went all the way to
Yeah.
accommodate them.
Okay.
You know, so
That's correct.
So you know, I mean, everything went well for them because, like Goldie said, when they said Antigua boat, the only boat from the Caribbean anywhere. And
Yeah.
for what I'm getting into, the first black captain taking boat on that occasion. So
Understood.
it was really, really historic. That's what I said to Earl. Had to push the shot today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you know you never know.
No,
about
I
anybody too
appreciate
young.
that.
So that
No,
mean-
I really appreciate this here. It means a lot to me, Todd.
See what I've been talking to Sir Hugh for 2 years about it, and he said to me, "Boy, Taddy, well, I wanted to do a show almost every 4th of July, Earl, even when we saw
Yeah.
the Thursday afternoon show." And he said, "Look, boy, you haven't given me 2 liquor first for him to talk."
Yeah, yeah,
So when I
yeah,
get a liquor
yeah,
man, for him to
Yeah.
get to talk, for him to get talking, you know what I mean? You need like a boost, you know. So this is what happens. But I finally said, because this is the 50th, and so I'm
Yes.
for us on the Saturday too. I was just supposed to man.
Yeah, yeah.
I had to get
Yeah.
it in.
So tell me something there.
Mario.
So Mario. So Birmingham, because
Yeah.
of this 1976, but I'm just assuming because of this thing that happened in 1997 with the Florence, you find that the sailing community in Bermuda and Antigua have a legacy and get a closeness since then.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So from a family point of view and from the people that were around during those days, Sir Hugh developed a really good relationship with many people. And I worked in that town, and so I saw them, guys that were much more senior to me, and from the boating community and the community of Bermuda, and he developed a good relationship. And right up until recently, he would ask about Mr. Stearns or that guy or their children, the legacy. So I would always relate to them. But Bermuda is the first stop coming up from that part of the Caribbean. So there's tons of Antiguans that have sailed through,
Yes.
and we maintain a good relationship. I can say that I entertained a couple of young men that came down. They were the only Antiguans, to my knowledge, that came down in the Newport to Bermuda race.
Yeah.
So there was Mr. Malone and his son, and also Rohan. So 3 young guys just left Bermuda last week, Saturday, and sailed back to Newport. So we have a very good connection. The guys from English Harbor that have sailed along the way that no longer sail, I often see them, and I'm in contact with them in one way or the other. But I think we took a model from what was the Freelance without even knowing it, of the same size ship that Freelance was.
So Mario, we can
Or
take
our cruise ship, yeah.
we can take a quick break, but when you come back,
Okay.
I want you to comment on something, guys. Something that seems right. Can you, this Goldilocks say you were so colorful and this and that, and he was in Birmingham and you saw him and you can't remember him. So something is all right. But we can take a quick break.
Of course.
Okay, you stay right.
Yeah, I thought you were saying something to
Mario, yeah. I said Mario, can't quite remember goalie from Birmingham. Goalie say he was the most colorful guy in the trip. So how Mario's 15? How you can't remember goalie? Mario, something right.
So let me clarify that. When they say he's colorful, you know the story about King Lear, and that is lie. Now, I've never met the gentleman, but he's got a good memory recall, and he's colorful with his stories. life is about stories, and I'm just glad that we're putting this story out there for the people of Antigua and Barbuda, and to recognize this occasion. You know, it's a serious one for me. It means a lot. But I couldn't say that if I see him, when I see him, Tony, then I would probably bring him out of my memory bank.
When they come to Antigua again, are you going to get him? We're going to have a get together, you know?
Yes, you know, I like a little get together.
Yeah.
Most welcome.
So, Goldie, in terms of this, when you ask how much days you spend in Birmingham to get the freelance?
About 9 days.
9 days.
To get the freelance back together before it was ready to sail again.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I must remind Mario anyway, before I forget. Okay, he told me next year when he's coming, he's going to be sailing on the boat down here.
From Birmingham?
From Bermuda.
Okay.
That's still on Mario?
Yeah.
Is that still on Mario?
So it's partially on. This ship is going back to Boston right now, any day now, to participate in the sail training event that is taking place right now on the East Coast. It's 250th anniversary. But next year, they would like to take the school ship to Antigua for sailing week or race week. So they're still in early talks, but I would take the opportunity to come to Antigua just like my mom did on any occasion, you know. So Goldie would have definitely met my mom and her family because she was the one that was really close to Sir Hugh and would have brought the family around to galvanize and support the mission. That's why she named her house after it.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, so he would have definitely met moms.
So when you're
Yeah.
in Birmingham for 9 days, did they more retraining again and stuff like that? What?
No, our emphasis was mostly on to bring back the boat, get it ready to sail, to continue the journey. Yeah, we make sure we fix the propeller. They put in something like a patch up. It was rubber from the inside, right? And then I had to go from the outside and put on the nuts because the bolts came right out to the came to the holes, and I had to do that in the harbor too. The captain called on me to do it. I mean, the captain called on me. The only thing I told him, I said, Captain, me want now go into the water there.
How long do you afraid, man? You're so afraid a long time, man.
No, it's not a matter of faith. And suppose just happened that I alone went over there for that mission and a shark bite me or kill me. You think anybody is going to go back in the water? The water will sink.
What they want to find out anyway? You're in Bermuda for 9 days. Any girls trouble you? You're so colorful.
Bermuda not much of girls and so now in them days, you know.
What do you mean?
Not much of,
That is not true.
no, me not,
I know the problem. The girls want a fat man. That's what
no, them, this thing, Bermuda is a small place, but I mean, hey, me not see plenty women down there.
You're so busy getting
Yeah.
back and forth and people are sailing.
Earl come to your defense.
Me not see not much woman down there.
So when you guys get back on the boat, you weren't scared or anything, you just want to finish that journey.
Yeah, we just wanted to finish the journey. On our way to America and to encounter the triangle, it was a surprise to us.
Yeah.
We thought, well, everything dandy now. We're going on one engine with sail, and until when we reached to the entrance of the Bermuda Triangle, that was really horrifying. I tell you, I thought the boat was going to sink.
I honestly think that Goldie may be referring to the experience from the Gulf Stream when they entered the Gulf Stream.
Yes.
That runs along the parallel to the East Coast.
Exactly.
Then you can encounter some unsettled weather. That's a fact.
Exactly, because we went through the Gulf Stream. Exactly, you know what you're saying.
It's a highly trained pilot. This man,
That's where we went through.
Yeah.
He knows these things. That's why he got him on the show.
We could have taken the other route, go down by Miami and come around by Boston, but we went right through, straight from Bermuda, straight to America.
Straight across,
Bermuda, America is just 90 miles north. So we went straight. We didn't go down and come around.
Yeah, straight across.
I'm talking the truth. So when I say that I am the one who save the freelance from sinking and save everybody's life, I'm not lying. Others try to take my
Let me say
my
something,
credit.
right? Hey,
My credit.
let me say something to you.
So I want you to write a letter to the honors committee for independence and ask them to give me an honor. I don't know if they want to give you anybody else, but me talk for myself. Who no want can
Yeah.
I saved the freelance from sinking, caused us to go on to finish the journey, right? Save the lives of 30-something people and save the boat. And I am deserving a independent honor. A lot of people do less than that and get honor. So we're not people picking.
I want to say something.
Yeah.
To you. I want to say something to you. So Hugh is watching. I just want to make sure you know that.
Yeah.
So Hugh is watching. When I get a call, he's watching.
Yes.
So I don't want to tell him more lies.
I haven't told any, telling any for the day.
Before I ask you that question, I just want to
So-
tell Myron James from his family farm now, living in Texas,
Yeah.
say good morning to go in last. You know, Myron James, he felt like, shot, I felt like he was upright again.
Maybe,
Yeah, come up power.
maybe I know if you see the face.
Text now, say good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
So
Oh, hold on. Hey, well, somebody remind me the other day to tell him, ask him if it's true. Boldface bang you off in competition in Barbados. Because it's a competition.
Listen me, Boldface come to Barbados for Caribbean, right? He never enter no competition.
like something like
He
that.
never, Boldface never enter in any calypso competition. He came to Barbuda and he really performed good. People like Boldface, he give a lot of joke. So what Boldface did was to get somebody to build a cardboard crown and had on his cape and the thing that the king hold in the hand and come back and in swallow papa say, I'm the king for Barbuda. And he make a song say, Boldface king for Barbuda.
The
Boldface
man tell me bang you
he
off.
never enter in no competition.
So
So
this-
have Boldface in the full
So you are
competition.
undefeated. You are undefeated, right? You are undefeated, Babylon.
No. I won the Calypso Crown in Barbuda 5 times. I was defeated. But I won the Calypso Crown in Barbuda 5 times. And
Okay.
those that are winning now come from under my training. I trained.
What do you mean training?
I had a Calypso school in Barbuda. I had a junior Calypso school in Barbuda. Teach them to sing. I even teach them to write their own song too, because I'm a songwriter. I write for myself. I don't know. them
Wow.
doing it.
That's why you write for yourself?
Yes,
That's
and
why,
for
that's why,
others
that's
too.
why Boldface bang you off.
Mario, this question for
Yeah.
you. One call is asking, do you still drive 25 miles per hour in Bermuda?
20.
20 miles? Zaza 20 miles I drive for in Bermuda, not 25.
say that again.
What the speed limit? The speed limit. The speed limit.
Oh yeah. It's 21 miles per hour. 21.
Earl,
But nobody drives at 21. I'll tell you that. We drive a little bit faster, but if it's slow pace on the roads, and it's an easygoing place to live in. Yeah, very modern.
Accidental, sir.
It's have them all that. But,
Yeah, yes, oh,
but
yes,
tell you
oh,
that,
yeah.
well, I was telling you about that speed limit story. When we went the first in 84, we were traveling from Somerset to St. George's. And I saw we took it unusually long, but we were small. So I said to the lady who was driving us, how come we staying so long? She wouldn't answer me. So I asked her again. She knocking the speedometer. So I said, what's that? Can't go more than 20 miles per hour.
Yeah.
I never got that there. That stuck with me, boy. I said, wow.
But going last,
But
where I said a while ago is so true in terms of being honored because, as I said,
Yes.
this is the first time hearing it. 50 years and sail
Yeah.
a boat from Antigua to America is not an easy feat.
And save the
So now
Yeah.
with that, you're only boat from the Caribbean, Antigua, the whole Caribbean, and you guys did wonderful. So whoever listened to this show this morning, really and truly pay
Yeah.
the right humble.
No, somebody have to write a letter.
Huh?
Somebody have to
Well,
write the
somebody
letter.
Yeah.
should write no that because
So the-
you guys put
so-
Antigua down after film. That's Tiger said this morning, right? After film Richards and Andy Roberts. This year,
Mm.
bigger than anything else.
Yeah, it was real big.
And I'm
Yeah.
serious. Now listen to the whole story and stuff. It's a serious thing. And you deserve all the accolades.
Yes.
Deserve.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And I also had to jump in right here because what Goldie was saying does resonate in my heart that somewhere along the way he should be acknowledged for his part that he played. That's to be determined, right? But the biggest thing by telling this story and putting it down in the history of Antigua and Barbuda is very meaningful, and that's what we have to put out the front, and that if the young man goes, he gets his honors, then so be it, you know. But this story has to be told, and I'm just glad that we're bringing it to the forefront for the people of Antigua and Barbuda.
Earl, the only thing we would actually remember it for, in my father man them pork chops.
You
That's the only thing
remember,
it
you
for.
remember when Gerald Price died?
Yeah.
They said that's in the eulogy. About the pork, yes. Ask anybody who been to the funeral when Gerald Price died.
But all the man talk about
Yeah.
the them pork chops. That's all they tell me about.
Yeah,
Up to
because
years, up to years that
me
family
get
tell
them
me
hungry
so.
and Fiona don't come, you know. And she tell me plenty food are out there this afternoon. Yeah, Fiona,
Okay, pork
Fiona
chops,
come in.
pork chops go there.
But she tell me, she mentioned goat water and plenty food. She don't know me. So she make sure, she called me about an hour ago and invite me.
I was very
Right?
walking, I
So she
remember
make
that,
sure
yeah.
she tell me, she make sure she tell me plenty food over there. She don't tell me what for come. Hi Fiona.
Wow.
She so you watch it.
And then and her brother.
Telling lies.
Her brother. Hi, Mr. Bailey, Captain Bailey. You did a very
Yes.
wonderful job on the freelance.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You always go down in history.
Yeah.
So when you came back home and the boat came back home, how you felt knowing that you went through this whole journey?
Well, the experience that I had, you know, will
Yeah.
stick with me. The experience.
Yeah.
Although I'm going
Yes.
to reiterate again, if I know that was going through the Bermuda Triangle, I would have never gone on that trip. But I didn't know, me just hear about Bermuda Triangle, but didn't know it was like that until I experienced it.
Tell me something, because so Hugh mentioned to me yesterday, when I went to Philadelphia, there was this large crowd, plenty of people come to meet you. And they called him and somebody to make a speech and all that. And he was walking up with John Henry. John Henry expected to be the speech man. When he was on the stage, you can't find John Henry. You know, buckle out.
Oh, yeah.
So he had to do said something. Everybody was there just to meet Antigua and the people to see. They were large gathering in
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
When you reach to New York?
I thought about Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
He mentioned Philadelphia to me. But what I gathered to, it was it's on the front page of one in New York newspaper, the boat sailing into,
Okay.
sailing in past the Statue of Liberty and all that.
Yeah, when I saw the Statue of Liberty, we passed very close to the Statue of Liberty. Yeah. When we passed through, it was on our left. On our left. We passed on the right.
Oh, you didn't have a good memory?
There's a
Yeah,
bridge,
yeah, very
George
good.
Washington Bridge is over the Hudson River too.
When he said,
No.
he tell it, but
Huh?
when he tell that the
TW.
statue left for now, okay, y'all remember it, 'cause you know exactly 50 years ago.
That one is close by there.
Yeah, we were going,
Yeah.
going up the
That's
Hudson River,
correct.
it was on the left. And the Hudson
Yeah.
River, the George Washington Bridge, is it over the Hudson River too?
It's close by. You have to
Close
go
by?
on the bridge to get to
Yeah.
Because when I reached
Yes.
it, my brother took me over the George Washington Bridge and
Yeah.
he had to pay a token of
you pay
50
toll and
cents.
so, pay
In
toll.
those days, 50
You
cents.
pay a toll, yeah.
Yeah, to pay a token. So I really enjoy my...
You're talking true.
my
You
3
know,
days.
you're talking
Yeah, me not bad who no want give me my arm at pretty.
Give the credit. You know,
Some of them no want, but God knows. God knows I'm not lying.
He was on the trip.
You was on the trip.
But there's something say most of them when the man say they will feud that today.
Well,
They say we say boat and all that. They will feud that today.
well, listen me. I believe in God. Tell them walk with the Bible.
Oh, wow.
Tell them walk with the
Brother.
Bible. Like when you go court, you say, hold the Bible in your left hand. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help with Jesus.
I got to meet this guy, Tony.
So Mario, when just living back the story and stuff, how do you feel as close to the family? How that feel to know what these guys accomplished 50 years ago?
Sure. So I feel very proud to know that Sir Hugh and the crew are being acknowledged, and it's an awesome feeling for me as a sailor. I have an uncle that was also a sailor and that worked many years with the Department of Marine and Ports, the same company that I work for. But the story of freelance and participating in the 1976 sail training or sail path in the United States will stay in my heart forever. It's heartwarming, the story, and it means a lot to me because I etched a career from this myself. And this should be going down in the history of Antigua
But I was,
and Barbuda.
I was telling Earl, I see, he and me very close. As a matter of fact, his birthday and Giselle's birthday like 2 days apart.
Okay.
So when his birthday time, Giselle cooked for the crew.
Uh-huh.
But I like to tease him and tell him that tongue money be. He said, no man, we born it right just east of the same the bar. But when he's going to school, he said Uncle Donald, say BJ father.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I said tease him, say your tongue man. He said, no. I said, as a matter of fact, he told me he was the first person to go PM school. PM school was open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
He mentioned that to me. You know, so I like to tease him. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
your tongue man. As a matter of fact, he mentioned to me that he living right close to Shafi, and Shafi,
Yeah.
he didn't build a coffin and Fort Wood.
Okay.
He used to go help,
Yeah,
he used to
yeah.
go help stand on coffin, so stand up.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
So,
but
yeah, he hear me weird, real body. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I would like to tease him.
Yeah. Well, Zoel, actually, I want to ask this a few days ago, but with the names, I want to go back with over those names again, because a lot of people didn't know who the crew members were. Because it was an excellent
Sure.
article, but just that it didn't have the names of the different guys. I know
Okay.
he had it at his hand. But the article said, while America remembers themselves today, who will remember us, meaning Antigua, you guys who sail the boat, who remember us. And he also go on and say, mark the spot. So I guess we're marking the spot here today by honoring you guys
Yeah.
50 years ago, which is truly deserving of honor.
But let me-
it's a pity to
That's
have champagne,
correct.
to bust a champagne with your gold.
But let me just make one thing.
Yeah.
Let me just one thing clear, right?
Yes.
In the list is Vernon Glass. My father is Glass, really, right? But my real name
Okay.
is Griffith. That's on my passport. Griffith. So maybe they put
Okay.
Glass because I used carry the name Glass, but my real name is Vernon Griffith. But Vernon Glass is me still because my father is Ralston Glass.
Oh, okay.
And correct, leave from Turks and Caicos Island, the Bahamas.
Okay.
Sailing, they came to close Barbuda, and the boat ran on a reef. The name of the boat was Metty Bessie. I think I went to do some research on it at the archives, and I saw the boat. Metty Bessie is the name of the boat. And all of the sailors came ashore, and when they came ashore, they met a fisherman. Fisherman took them to Codrington. There was a place in Codrington called Rest House. It's a place that you put up people who were stranded. And 6 months, another boat, the next boat was going to that way, was in 6 months' time. But my father stayed in Barbados, and he was the only one who stayed and got married to my grandmother, and then my father was born. So my grandfather is from Turks and Caicos Island, and he was shipwrecked. So that rings a bell.
Okay.
That rings a bell, right?
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah,
History. Know that going has gone to history and all that. I
Yes.
was telling something that Fiona mentioned this morning.
Yeah.
My uncle was the man who set up the tours and stuff, and so during the PLM time.
Yeah.
So she said that my uncle did a very good article 50 years ago about the same freelance.
Okay.
But I must tell him, my uncle, his grandfather, and his great grandfather. My grandfather was born in Barbuda, 1874. My great grandfather, and he was better than Goilax in the ship business. Okay? He was so good. He had his boat that went through the Caribbean. This former governor in St. Clement, the one in Spring. St. Martin, Curaçao, Dominican Republic, Trinidad. Any other boat, you have children.
Well, let me tell you how.
So you're more famous in Barbados than me.
Okay. Well, let me tell you how my father got to St. Kitts. How my father's father got to St. Kitts, because my father's father went to St. Kitts. What happened? There were some guys came some people in English Harbour came to Barbuda, and my grandfather used to sail boat, and they see him sailing the boat, and then invite him to English Harbour, right? And they bought a sailboat, and my grandfather was teaching people to sail in English Harbour in Falmouth. And there's a Desmond Nicholson
Nicholas,
who
yeah.
wrote a book, and my grandfather's name is in that book.
Okay.
Yeah, Glass is in that book. Look, you at
Okay.
5 of the Leewards. Did he write a book, 5 of the Leewards?
And I know Desmond, because he's a famous
Yes,
man.
two of his book. My grandfather, because my grandfather, these are people millionaire, that they took my father from my grandfather from Barbados, bring him over to Antigua to teach people in Falmouth and English about how to sail boat.
Okay.
So it's in my vein, it's in my DNA.
And when I see that, I see that now. I see that now.
That Nicholson Chamberlain Ark, and
Yeah, yeah.
long time ago.
Okay, okay.
And the famous
Understood.
Nicholson family, famous one, that yard too.
So Mario, just go through the names again slowly, so everybody that watching, cause a lot of people watching, so here the crew, cause a lot of people want to know who won the crew in 1976.
Your father, the late Ivor Jackson, so was there. Mike
yeah.
Pickett, Edge.
Sure. So,
Yeah. So again, Mario.
so yeah, happy to repeat the names. And this was supplied by the family. Sir Hugh Bailey, skipper. Ivor Jackson, first mate. John Henry, officer. Mike Piggott, training officer. Engineering and communications, Joseph Punky Bailey. Eddie Emmanuel, assistant engineer. Gerald Price, radio operator and medic. In the galley, there was Fillmore, Bubbles Greenway. He was the head chef.
He
The crew-
couldn't ask them about all the man food.
They assigned me to work with him.
Yes, that's correct. I smiled when it got to that part.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
good friends with Goldilocks. The crew was Donald Quaco Bailey, George Palo Bailey, Vernon Goldilocks, Glass from Barbuda, Bonsdale, Rocky, John Barbuda,
Yes.
Danny Williams, Peter Persanta, Ian Henry, Wollston Wally Carr, C-A-R-R, Edward Monk Jackson, and Edward Ballinson joined in Bermuda for the U.S. From the trip from Bermuda to the U.S. So Eddie flew up from Antigua to join the boat and sailed across from Bermuda. And there seems to be 3 unknowns that were also listed, but the names are unknown to make up the crew of 21. So that has to be confirmed as well.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some young guys from State College at the time who were cadets, they call them.
Okay.
The Bobby
Okay.
Peters one. Okay, and the
Yeah,
Bobby too,
yeah.
somebody else.
Yeah.
Ian Green.
I don't know. He told me Iowa or something like that. And Bumpy.
Okay.
But they were at State College at the time. And
Understood.
So going relax in terms of your good friend, Mr. Mendelson. He only fly down after the scare car. He meet out in Bermuda. He didn't get this chance when the boat was trying to sink.
Yes, he's when we leave from Bermuda to America.
How the boat was
No, he wasn't on the boat when the boat was sinking.
right.
But he was the one who took the boat through the Bermuda Triangle, and look God working mysterious ways.
Yeah,
see?
yeah. So-
Because nobody
Yes,
else
of
aboard
course.
the boat could have done that.
Yeah, yeah,
Me
yeah.
tell you, nobody else could have
How you
done
know
what
that?
he
How
did.
you know that?
Because they would have gone assist. None of them, every one of them sick. All of them
Are they
sick.
sick?
From down to the captain, you be then. Cap, you know I'm not lying.
Everybody sick.
Everybody
So
else sick.
what you do? You buy medicine when
Me,
medicine
yeah,
up-
and although the boat was going to some a dance and thing, till white calf.
How can you sick? Because I got so full.
No, you see what happened? When I came from St. Kitts first, right?
Yeah.
When I was 10 years old, 9 years old, because I met my 10th birthday in Barbuda.
Okay.
I went over to Barbuda. I came up from St. Kitts on the plane. Then went to Barbuda on a boat called Success.
Right.
And man, I vomit all the way to Barbuda. And then I came back to up Antigua about 2 more times vomit. And after that, I stopped vomit.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Yes.
He got his
So
sea legs.
Custom to it now.
Yeah.
The first, when I went to
Yeah.
Barbuda, I vomited. It was a cargo boat they used to carry over food. They didn't have the ferry like now.
Okay.
They used to carry food, and so when you smell the diesel, and they're carrying diesel on deck and all kind of stuff. And I thought, but you can catch a barracuda and they pull the barracuda on board. It smell like brass. That alone wanted to bring up your gun.
So tell me something. Was that boat for Burton?
No, Burton buy it after a while, but it belongs to a man named Leonard Jeffrey.
Okay.
We call him
I
Cap.
remember the Jeffrey.
He had a baker shop right by the government house in Barbie. They married to a lady
another
named
Jeffrey, man.
Mary Jeffrey. Cap, we call him Cappy.
I'll make a president for Babylon. You know everybody Babylon.
You know everybody,
I know
man.
that.
You know everybody.
You give some Babylon history and this one lot too.
And Burton bought the boat after. Success. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
You're easy.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah.
It was some kind of experience, we're talking about here.
Yes, for sure.
You know, gold is very colorful, it's up. Hey, maybe the guy, maybe exaggerating for all, but not that what he's saying don't have no relevance, But this afternoon, when we go to Falmouth, by that bar,
Yes.
I'm going to pull him up. Yeah, he got all the guys were going to tell me he kind of liarish. That's it. They old on, man. He got to defend himself. I got to be the liar questioning him. And I'm saying to you, and those guys are watching. So Hugh, Fiona, Quark, all they're watching the show, So,
Okay.
I'm not going to answer any question unless you have a Bible. So make sure you walk with the Bible. And make sure everybody would talk square on the Bible. No, unless you don't have a Bible there, I'm not going to answer no question. Because me first check the Bible, right? And acknowledge God. Tell them do it when they go for talk.
Yeah.
But in terms of some, you're sure the captain wasn't sick, otherwise that's why they come up on board to help assist?
I don't know of his experience in rough water, because I think most of the time Hugh Bailey used to like sail on boat like maybe around Antigua, Barbuda. Don't know if he.
You know that?
I'm just saying. I'm asking, right? Does
You
he,
gotta ask him, yeah.
Well, I'm asked, Mario, we better answer that question.
Okay, before 1976, Mario, do you know if Captain Hugh Bailey ever sailed in any rough waters before 1976?
So that's a very good question. And when you go out to Falmouth, you'll get the facts, because we have to speak to the facts.
Okay.
But the interesting part is that he has sailed many ocean crossings from Europe and United States in particular, and through Bermuda.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it was before 76.
Yeah, but no, he's the captain, and we are going through such a thing like that, and he's not on board to say, well, even help out the guy who.
Maybe not on board.
When we are on board.
He's downstairs.
But
He's not.
yeah. Maybe some have to, that's why he was in the captain.
Well, maybe he was sick. I don't know.
Well, when we found
I'm not judging. I'm not judging him. But what I am saying, only 3 somebody was on deck, going through the thing on deck.
And yourself, Mellison.
Myself, Mellison, and Burnstell John
Okay.
was around the wheel area.
Okay.
I didn't see the captain. If he was there, sorry, Cap. If you were there,
Captain is there.
I don't remember seeing you. And
Captain
as a captain now, he was young enough. He could have said, "Ed, give me the wheel. Let me help." He
So
did
you
not
hold the
talk.
wheel? You hold the wheel? You have hold the wheel?
No.
So what
Just
your
to
job?
keep it company.
What your job? Is they motivate?
They keep it company. And they have, you know, when you have your moral support.
Okay.
Moral support. Yeah.
Okay. So that trip for you overall, when you think back about that trip, how you feel?
Well, I feel that I've done something great for my nation of Antigua and Barbuda, to risk my life, to go to travel to advertise what Antigua and Barbuda have to offer. I feel great about that. Doing something.
Yeah.
Put your life on the line to make your nation, being recognized and
Feel proud. Yeah.
So tell me something. I know you say some cavalier that you stuck where stuck. When the ship is sinking, so you when they eat having food, but you get wrong.
Can't get close that boy. He one had the key for that. We had a lot of beer and stuff like that for the different parties, because with different ports we go, we have different party. People come there and we give them the Cavalier rum to say, well, this making Antigua or you know, our product, and encourage them to come to Antigua. And we had bro shows too with different hotels and so at the time.
So basically, you guys start tourism 50 years ago, man.
No. It is started. PLM started this. My uncle went open office in the yard so long before that.
1976.
It was in 1971 to 76.
Well, not because he tended to have brochures and have
Yes, we had,
That was part of some of the plan, like PLM with the yard and something like
Okay,
that.
can we say that?
My uncle opened office in Canada and the yard and again. So
But when we say that, when the guys will say that's a tourism something.
It's tourism. It was a government official trip.
Okay.
It was a government official trip. We had to take the oath of and swear to Almighty God that, you know, so and so and so and be true to your country and whatnot and so. We had to take that oath. Everybody had to take that oath.
some also.
In front of, and there was the minister was there. One of the minister from one of the church was there to
So
make
each member,
each member had to hold that book and said bear allegiance to your country.
Okay.
So it was a government. It was not ordinary trip. It was a government official trip to go to take part in the bicentennial and to advertise Antigua and to show people what we have to offer if they come for vacation, encourage them to come to vacation. And if they want a nice drink of Cavalier rum, that we have the best rum in the world. You know?
Cavalier is famous, you know. There's no doubt about it. Cavalier is famous. No doubt about it, you know. But like I said, the trip was indeed memorable, historic. That's why I wanted to do the show.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
50 years, I said earlier, you're young.
Yeah.
And I said to you earlier, you reminded me. After Vivages,
Sure.
this was the most historic thing after 74, 75.
Yeah.
Cricket. And they
Understood.
And they came on the map. Big time. Big
Yeah.
time. You know what I mean? So I give Goldie some credit. You don't want to give him no credit. You know what I mean? But he braved the way, you know what I mean?
He did, you know. If we say that you go on and dive and so, and then
Maybe you go on the dive.
you go on your dive.
I don't
But the
believe
part that I like when you said, when you go back, put your up, when if you go on, I would say that, we need to say, should I go on and dive? I like when I say, when you put your up, you see the boat stay, you know, that shows that you have experience.
Yeah, because you know I bust my head
Yeah,
in the
that's
boat,
why we
you know?
have experience with marine stuff and sea and stuff like that, which is, you see that you're a smart guy. You're well trained, experienced then, I should say. All the years with daddy going fishing and stuff at the age of 6 and 10, going Barbuda and St. and so back and forth.
Yeah, because sometimes you see how we dive in Barbuda, we throw over the anchor and go over. Sometimes the wave may swing the boat all kind of way. So you have to know how to dive and to get away from the water to come up and hit your head in the boat.
Right.
You know?
Earl, I want to do something. And you do so. And I don't want to get involved too much in this planning thing. But I want to get Monk and Pale and Quark when I want to verify what our good friend Go Relax has been saying for the day. Because they go, hello?
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, I thought somebody called you.
Yeah. They said, what I'm getting is was Pale who went on leave, and then Mike Pickett, followed by
Relax.
but Go Relax didn't save no boat for what I'm hearing. So I want to refute that. But I wasn't there. So those guys have to come and verify.
As I told already, both of them went in the water before me. I was the last one out of the three that went in the water, and I took the hammer from Mike Pickett, took the mallet, went under and did the job.
So
And I swear to Almighty God that I'm talking the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
So Mario, as an experienced boatman, Mario, what in terms of this trip again? I can't stop saying no.
Yes.
50. What the guys accomplished is a real great feat.
For real.
And going laps,
Yeah.
not only you deserve honor, I think the whole entire crew deserve honor.
Yeah.
Whether they're dead or alive, they can give it to the family member that are alive today. So you guys definitely need to be honored by the government. And I hope the Minister of Sports or whoever, tourism, whoever listening, so y'all can deserve that you honor.
Yeah, but somebody have to write a letter.
Well, I'm saying it now to Andy, me and her clone. That
Yeah.
say that you deserve
Yeah,
50
but
years.
you said you write a letter. You can write
Well,
a
me
letter.
tell you now that all over here, they deserve 50 years.
can-
I just say right now, how can man get serious and do nothing? You know, think about it. So, what I do, historic, and you fully deserve an honor.
Well, can't do up you
Sure.
would.
Yeah.
That's
I
correct.
think they get
Honest.
the goalie.
Yeah.
I think they get the goalie when they have food for you. Name the goalie Locks Day. What do you think?
But on a serious note,
Nah, you famous for the
yeah, but on a
food.
very serious note, though, what y'all did really deserve to be honored. 50 years sailing in those rough water from Antigua, Birmingham, then to America.
We
And then
survived.
not only that, now, to add to the equation, you was on the boat for the Caribbean. Not Antigua, no, the whole Caribbean.
Okay.
That was there. That's a big stuff. Y'all deserving of
Yeah,
I agree with you.
that's correct.
Goalie never say ball his way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, hey, took some bravery.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So, I would not discredit when it comes to that. I would not discredit him when it comes to that. But
Yes.
I can refute the some he say.
Because
When he
that's
say
how the
vote,
guy
when he
is,
say
yeah.
vote, when they believe that.
When I go
That's
this
not what
afternoon,
they
I
heard.
go this afternoon. I'll tell you, I'll go from this afternoon. I
I think we'll bring Monk and them on the show.
I'll go out there
And
celebrate.
invite him back.
So they can distribute that out there, right? Mm-hmm. Right. Go ahead, Mario. You want to say something?
So yes, look. So while we have the jokey part about it and the colorful Goldilocks bringing some good narrative to this story, the story of Freelance's voyage to Operation Sales 1976 began long before the schooner left Antigua's shores. It grew out of a vision to demonstrate, and this is important, that a small Caribbean nation with a proud maritime heritage could stand alongside the great seafaring nations of the world. And to note that the voyage was mainly financed by Sir Hugh himself, with the numerous fundraisers organized to offset the expenses. This, gentlemen, is a very important part of the history of Antigua and Barbuda.
True.
But as a matter of fact, Mario, I know Sir Hugh wanted to have the celebration since June 6th. June 6th, for them gathered when the boat left Antigua.
Understood.
Right.
So you wanted to have the celebration.
Yeah.
But I don't think you were that well at the time. And so, but I wanted to do it 4th of July. 4th of July was
Right. No, I think the timing is right. The timing is right, even to celebrate something after. Like I said, I will make a new sign for my homestead, and I will dedicate it to Sir Hugh and the Freelance, right? And for those persons that are still here with us, there's nothing wrong with recognizing them during this 50th anniversary. It doesn't have to be on the date, but just to know that they could be acknowledged for their participation, because it's never been repeated.
I tell you what, Mario. Know the Goldilocks and the mention when writing letter and I can story like that. I'm going to knock him up right now. I can talk to my family gas that and tell gas that
Yes.
Goldilocks something.
Yeah,
Gas in my
yeah.
family, you know what I mean? So we can talk
Yeah.
to gas and tell gas that give
I would
Goldilocks
endorse
something.
it. I endorse this initiative 100%.
Because when they think about it, this Roman thing, what I call it, the thing they do, whatever.
Yeah.
Do.
Going to go to the Caribbean.
So let me ask. I'm not a boatman person. So let me ask Mario. In terms of the what I call the Roman, what's stuff name?
The road Atlantic.
The road Atlantic. How you will you compare this trip for say you 50 years ago to those?
Okay, right. So I did have a cousin that made that row across the Atlantic, the Talisman Road. Now, as a boatsman, that is not something that I'm prepared to undertake.
Okay.
But I could also tell you that we can acknowledge those that have done it and done it successfully, including the ladies from Antigua, you know, but that's not something that I'm prepared to do. Yeah, that's not in my
bucket list at all. I'm not that adventurous. Because they deserve the full credit for doing that Atlantic road. And the route takes it on an old sailing route. That's the interesting part, from Europe down to the Caribbean. And that's the route that they take. So they're trying to get the best weather for the time of the year that they do that. But that's not for me.
Right.
Hmm. So Archie, my cousin Archie Bailey would have done that. I believe that's the first Antigua he made history, and then the ladies
Correct.
from Antigua that 4 ladies that rode across. Yes.
That took a lot of courage, you know. But
It takes a lot more than that, yeah.
Mario, they're more courageous than goalie.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do that. Goalie, when goalie started tremble, and then guys, and they legs in the small machine.
Yeah.
Well, I must say that time when you have fun time when you fly hard, you know, it's asking mid there ready. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just want to say to King Goalie, I'll make you wrap up with you first.
Both-face bang, yeah. For King.
Both bang, yeah. When I say King Goalie, you know, tell you what I give you the name. You give the name. King Goalie. I just want
He have pale on plunk, you know, and the man from English Harbor.
so your closing remarks. I would like to wrap up the show. It was very nice having you here too. So your closing remarks.
Well, I'm glad to have been a part of the whole experience with the freelance, sailing from dockyard right up to America. I mean, it was really an experience. We did undergo a lot of turmoils on the way, but we managed to be successful and carried out and accomplished our mission that we were set out to do. And I feel very proud and I feel very proud of the rest guys who was there with us. My friend from Barbuda, he died a couple of years ago, Bernstein John, God bless his soul. And yes, just an experience that I had in my life, which was a great experience to know that I took part in the freelance and in America's 200 years of independence.
What's up?
Yeah. Yes, for sure. Yeah. So for my closing remarks, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure to relate my story and my understanding of what took place 50 years ago. I'm just so happy that it's being acknowledged and that it becomes a part of the history of Antigua and Barbuda. And for those men from the captain down to the galley boys, that they get their due recognition in whatever form that is. And that what an inspiration Sir Hugh has been to me personally and in my life and in my career as a mariner.
Well said. Teddy?
Yeah, I know when I mentioned this show to you a couple of weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, you were kind of skeptical. And then Earl was kind of skeptical. See, too young, you know, where this kind of history and what is done for Antigua. But no, see, that you kind of pleased and happy today.
Yeah. Good,
you know,
good.
I just want to say, look, I guess I should see my friend maybe later, so you, and all the guys that follow.
Yeah.
So when we get to
Yes.
here, we'll celebrate. You know, we don't drink nothing, you know, but I might have one like a beer with the guys. One like wine.
Yeah.
Maybe some pork chop that going out to left back for me. So,
and don't forget the goat water.
I'm going to see the chef today. The chef wanted to come on the show, Chef Greenaway.
Okay.
But he had to do some big time catering for some function today. Plus, he said, boy, so Hugh said we have to have a cook up for the guys today. So he's doing goat water and all kind of food.
Yes.
So the same have to come out. So we have a show.
Yes.
So Goalie comes, so you continue.
Represent.
Yes.
Represent.
Well, I must say it was real fun to be part of history. I learned a lot this morning. I learned viewers too. Learned a lot about the freelance. And really, as I said again, I can't say it too much. You guys did a tremendous job, and you deserve to be honored. You know, 50 years boat from Antigua to America is not an easy thing. And I know that there was the only boat from the Caribbean that was in this thing. So, big congratulations to you, Goalie, and to the team.
Yes.
I will say one last thing.
Yes.
You know. So Hugh, over the years, been trying to get me on the boat for sailing week. He and John Henry and so. Boy, my heart dodgy. But just an hours ago. Me dodgy, because we don't want to go on a boat. But I guess it makes also some fun.
Right.
Maybe I them food goal eating actually make it jam some too.
And I call him Mr. Sir Hugh. Okay, he's
Hugh.
watching. And so, my apologies, sir. You're watching. I want to tell you that you did a some tremendous job skipping that boat 15 years ago from Antigua to New York. And hats off to you, sir. You did a good job.
Yeah.
And an excellent skipper. So,
Excellent. Bravo.
anything else you want to add, goalie?
See you guys later, Captain, and rest of the crew and Fiona and everybody. See you guys later. God's your life.
All right. Well, guys,
I walk with a baby if you can question me.
well, Mario, nice talking to you, Mario. Guys, have a good weekend.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. Look forward to seeing you in person,
Tell
Jen.
Greg, you for me. Give Greg my regards.
I'll be sure to pass on the regards.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
Until we meet.
Okay.
Ciao, ciao.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a simply smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to pay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a simply smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a simply smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.